Come on. All right, so she's a little amped up because the cats were just running around and she was getting all frazzled. She's doing really well. I kind of wanted to go over what I started with her and then dissect the video that I sent earlier this week. So I always start out dogs with establishing a marker system. A marker, yes, is just going to be a word that marks a moment in time that I like something, and for her that's going to, it's going to announce the arrival of receiving a reinforcer or receiving a reward. And I wanted, nope, bad. Yeah, girl. I want to create an association between the two events, where marker equals reinforcer, so that way whatever she's doing when she hears that word, she will take on the good feeling of receiving food, so that way she's more likely to repeat that behavior in the future. So we have a couple different markers, each have a different meaning as far as what I'm looking for within behavior. So the first one I always start out with is yes equals food, come take it from me. I add a lot of movement to up its value, especially since she has a really nice prey drive. Yes. Very good. There is no commitment to behavior needed when she hears yes, that marker. It just means you can come out of behavior, come take food. That's all that matters. I always start out that one when I'm shaping new behaviors because it allows us to get a bunch of reps in without needing any of that duration in behavior. I don't know why I keep dropping the leash. But I use that one a lot to to build engagement, to counter condition, all of those things. So anytime where I need to get in a bunch of reps, I will use that yes marker, yes, yeah, to mark and reward new behaviors, things like that. As far as duration goes, good is implying that I like what she's doing. Sit, good, and I will bring the payment, the reward to her. Good. I can then pay in behavior. Good. And that will allow to lengthen the duration in which she is in behavior. And then, okay, is the terminal marker, meaning that the behavior is over. Right now I'm paying her pretty regularly, but as we start to up the bar and she's stronger with her skill set and showing things more consistently, I will start to kind of wean out the need for constant reinforcement and save it for bigger events, things where there's maybe a little bit of conflict and she's making the right choices. But right now I'm paying her pretty frequently. So with the video, with the healing video, because she is so animated and easily invested in her environment, I really wanted her being in the right heel position. I want that to be her idea. I think that's going to be really important for her because she does get overstimulated pretty easily by things going on. And if dogs think it's their idea, then they're more likely to do it because they think that they are manipulating things, which is good. It's good if the thing that she's doing is also in my favor. So what I'm doing is, or what I was doing, I'm giving her a lot of leash, so I'm not controlling her being right here, and I'm just moving around, and anytime she comes into this position, I'm limiting obviously how far she can go away from me, because I don't want her to run away, or find value in the environment. Yes, anytime she's right here, she's getting paid. I'm rewarding her with that yes and food delivery. Whenever she leaves me, I just kind of change direction. Yes, so it's captivating her attention to me. In order to get that payment, yes, she has to be paying attention to me. She has to be aware of where I am. Yes. And so when she isn't being forced to be right here and it's on her terms, yes, then I can kind of capture this being an area that I want her to be in. I hope that sentence makes sense. Very good. So instead of me like forcing and correcting and using leash pressure and all of that, which is a lot of times what I do, and that's fine, but for her I just figured she would kind of just blow that off, and then as soon as we don't have it, we don't have that bit of control, we lose her. So I want her really thinking, yes, that it's her idea to be in this area. It's a good place for her to be. She's finding value in doing it. Sit. Good. Let's go. And she's very aware of me, and she's responding to my body movements. Very good, yes. Yes. Without needing a lot of leash interference. What are you supposed to do? Good girl. Okay. I will, and I have been introducing leash pressure. I want her to have a solid understanding of what the leash or pressure in general is asking, so that it's not an added stressor. I want it to be something where I can build reliability and behavior when she's maybe not motivated by what I have to offer, which is going to be a lot of situations for her because she is a very social dog. So I want her to understand that when I'm applying pressure in the leash, that if she responds to what I'm verbally asking, it makes that pressure go away. So I have a way to enforce the behaviors that I'm looking for with as little conflict as possible. I don't just want to be like choking her or activating like her opposition reflex where she's like protesting it. I want her to know, oh, like this is, I move whichever way what I'm asking and it goes away. So sit. Good. As soon as she goes with the behavior, that pressure goes away and we go back to rewarding. Down. Good. Okay. Very nice. Let's go. Whoa, we lost you. Sit. Good. Very nice. I just think that's a useful thing. Okay. A useful thing to have in my toolbox so that I can communicate with her effectively when we are navigating through the different situations that we're going to be in. Right now, everything's mostly in the training room. We started, obviously, in the video you saw we were out front. Next week will be more so about going on actual field trips away from the facility into surrounding neighborhoods. We usually go to Home Depot, all those good things. One more point with the markers. It is important that we are isolating the word from our movement to notify her that we're giving her food. That's not how I really want to word that. So I want it to be yes, and then we go and grab food. If the food's already in her hand, it would be yes, and then we deliver that food. I want those to be independent of each other because I want her reflexively responding to that word and not my movement. So that way, when we are in environments where she's maybe not looking at me, like right now she's staring at me. So yes, she can see me reach into my food, but I want her responding to the word. So when she's looking elsewhere and I say yes, she knows, oh, food's happening and I'm not missing opportunities to pay her for things that I like that she's doing. And one other little behavior, out, which you can certainly practice at home, is I just say the word out, I step into her space and I toss that food away. I'm really just trying to create a muscle memory response to her hearing out and moving away from me. Out. And you'll see sometimes I don't need food. Out. Yes. Very good. That's going to be something that I use for jumping, and then I'll also use it to remove her from items that are possessions that are away from me. Like if she's maybe sniffing like on a napkin or at the table or something like that, I could say out and move her away. We're starting to do that specifically right now when she's staring through the door. I know you can't see, but there's like a glass door right here that she can look through and see the cats that are in the room that she's very obsessed with. I'm starting with that, and then we'll switch over to the actual cats being present, but that's way too soon in the game to introduce that. So if you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out. She's doing really, really well. She's very engaging. She does get the squirrely brain sometimes, but that's a normal golden retriever puppy thing. She's very sweet. She's playing really well with everybody and picking up on everything really, really quickly. So I'm happy with that. Right? And she's a confident dog, which a lot of the Goldens that I've gotten in more recently have been a little bit more shy or nervy. So I'm happy to have like a really nice, solid Golden. All right, we're all done. Yay, good girl.